right? Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for spending your time and watching us. Yeah. So our Facebook Live today, we have three main things to do. So the number one thing for this live is Coach Shauqie is going to show us some of the common swimming technique that cause a shoulder pain. Okay. And second, he is going to show us what are the simple things that you can do to correct the uh, technique. And number three, I'm going to show you some of the shoulder mobility self-check at home that you can do. Because sometimes when you have poor mobility of the shoulder without yourself knowing, you have difficulty and struggling to swim in a good form. Yeah. And you have problem doing the drills given by the coach as well. Yeah. So after so much of talking, let me introduce myself. My name is Jess. As you can see from the video, I'm a physiotherapist. So I deal with a lot of people with shoulder pain, joint pain, lower back pain. Even though people always say, do you think swimming is the best exercise that will not cause any injury? I said, if you do too much of anything, it's going to cause problem as well. Right, Shauqie? Yeah. So I do see swimmers injured themselves. Yeah. Especially competitive swimmer where you swim in kilometers. Yeah. If you swim like 10 meter, maybe okay lah. Huh? But if you swim in kilometers, there are a lot of things that you need to watch out, especially the technique. Okay. Okay. But Shauqie, your turn to introduce yourself.
Okay, my name is Shauqie. I'm from myswimcoaching.com. Thank you everyone for coming live and watching us. And today I hope that I can share something with you guys about swimming and also injuries that are pretty common in being as a swimmer. And I'm sure there are swimmers from different group, different age group. So if you have any question, just write down the comment down there. If I need some time to answer, I will get back to you in a personally as well. Yep. So
Sure.
Let's go live. Let's start.
Yeah. Shauqie, I heard you are giving away some freebies, right?
Oh yeah.
You want to tell them what they are getting?
Yeah. So basically, if you guys share and also if you guys share and also comment in our Facebook page, then you can send me a video of yourself swimming, and then I will do analysis, and then I'll tell you what are the drills and things that you can improve for your swimming.
Wow.
Yes, so definitely it's a good thing. If you already have in your phone, like maybe probably before this you got your friend to film your stroke and just send to us, then we will definitely do it.
Yes, but before Shauqie will do it for you, you have to comment swim. Comment swim. Let me write down. Comment swim. So that we know who you are, then we will come and look after you after the end of the live session. Comment swim. It's free. So you're going to analyze the swimming, right, Shauqie?
Yeah. We're gonna analyze it, and I'll show you later, like what how we do it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, comment swim so you will get typo error. Never mind, to get a free swimming analysis. Okay. Okay, Shauqie, can you share with us what are the common technique problems that put someone at high risk of getting injury?
All right. I'm not sure. Can you see my screen?
Oh, you want a screen now? Okay.
Okay, so basically I kind of prepared this so that you guys don't just listen to me, but while listening to me, you can go through with my slides. So you can also screenshot if you want and take home some points. So yeah, basically I'll just get through my presentation, and then after that, I'm done with the presentation, you can comment and ask any questions for further questions. Basically, benefit of swimming. So it's a total body workout from the head to toe. So you don't generally get this kind of exercise from other sports, and also
Ah,
you maintain your body strength, your flexibility, and also your cardiovascular in just within that one exercise. And basically, you also have no direct impact to join from gravitational force. Especially if you do impact sport, so there are so much impact, and this is very good for elderly as well. So if being elderly, you don't want to to hurt your joints so much. And lastly, it's so refreshing, right? Get into the water. It's just cold, especially if the water is cold. Yeah, I love it. Yeah. So
mm,
that's benefit of swimming from my point of view. And then yeah, like you said just now, like there are so many clients come to you and say, if there's no impact, and why swimmers still get injuries, and I cover that
ah,
here.
ha. That's why
Because
lah.
that's why, yeah. So
Ah,
because you guys are reinforcing poor technique and poor flexibility. Uh,
ah,
sorry, reinforcing the poor technique over longer distance, over longer time, years, or even duration of the swim. And also, you have a poor flexibility, or basically the range of motion. So maybe like some people can't really do like this,
mm,
and where you're supposed to do like this. So this is kind of basically the range of motion, and also stability. So stability, it could be like when you lift your arms, how stable you can be. So maybe Jess will talk to you later about all this
yes,
stability,
yes. After you
flexibility.
lah, huh?
Yeah,
Ah,
after me. Right.
make sure
Right.
you guys don't run away halfway during the live. Ah, that's why we PM you what we are going to tell you. Okay?
Yeah.
Ah,
And also training. So for the training part, basically some amateur or new swimmers, they start swimming too fast. Uh, so
mm,
without really proper warm up, you should go easy swim rather than jump through water and hit 100 meter. The first 100 meters is your best time, and then the last 100 meters is the worst time. So you should
oh,
really
Shauqie,
build your pace actually.
Shauqie, I have a question to ask you. When you say fast, because fast is very subjective. So
Yeah.
fast swimming super fast. How fast is fast?
So it depends on the individual. It depends on the effort, the perceived effort that the person put. Probably in the first 100 meter, you might feel like uh, you know, like effort of 10, effort of 5, but actually you're already doing, like 7 or 8 effort, or perceived effort, we call it. So that's basically you will understand better if you swim more regularly. Then should you go fast or you go slow. Then you will basically adjust to it. And also, my point number 2 is overtraining. So basically, sometimes if any of the competitive swimmers out there watching this, maybe you have a morning and evening session, double session a day. You probably didn't have enough, nutrition or recovery during the daytime, and then hit again in the evening. So with a weaker, or your body's under the stress, then also can cause a lot of injury. Yeah, lack
Shauqie,
of recovery.
Shauqie, we have a comment say your screen is blur. Are you able to make your screen a bit bigger? Yeah. For those of you, are you guys able to see the screen well? Can see or not? If can see, say yes or okay. So because from our side it looks okay, but from your side maybe not so clear. Please let us know. Yeah. Is the screen okay?
Can
Can see or
can
not?
see my screen?
Can see clear or not? At least say okay. Sam say okay. Yeah.
Screen should be okay.
Okay. Mm, yeah.
Yeah.
So for those of you
So
who come late, if you want to get a free swimming analysis from Coach Shauqie and free shoulder joint assessment for Apple Physiotherapy, comment SWIM, SWIM. So we know you want to have these free things, and then we will come and send you the link so you can redeem. Yeah,
so basically,
comment
yeah, you,
SWIM.
you you send me
Okay.
the video of your swimming, and
Yeah.
then we will do analysis. We have a team of coaches who will do this, which is Alice, Wing. Liz also will be joining to do this analysis after this, once you guys send me the video. All right.
Okay.
So, and also sudden increase of intensity in your swim. So basically, uh, you are just quite excited to build up your mileage. You know, you don't build your mileage properly. Depending the percentage and everything depends on the coach. You know, you
Yeah.
really have to consult your own personal coach or your
Shauqui, I have a
spouse.
question again. Because when we talk about running, right,
Yeah,
general rule of thumb is 10, not more than 10% in a week
same.
lah. What
Yeah,
about swimming? Do you have any
same.
like
Yeah.
same also not more than 10% in a week?
Yeah. So basically, right, it really depends um, on individual. I think the best person to tell this is the person itself. And also, if you have a coach, you really can consult the coach and but the rule of thumb, like you say, 10%. So
Ten
that's it.
percent. Okay. Mm, okay.
Okay, so basically, poor technique leads to injuries. Yeah. So, so this is the way how you get injuries in swimming, even though it's no impact. It's not an impact sport at all. So the
Mm,
common injuries are basically neck and shoulder inflammation. So basically, if you swim like lifting your head when you take breath, like let's say when you take breath, you're lifting
mm,
your head.
mm,
So that causes a lot of stress on the neck and also
mm.
the shoulder inflammation. So also rotator cuff tears and then shoulder impingement, bicep tendonitis, low back pain. So this is basically I just have a picture so that you guys can
Mm,
maybe see what
mm.
is the especially the rotator cuff that I mentioned here. So this is
Oh
basically
wow.
your yeah, it's quite clear, right? So what if
Yeah.
it's tear? So this is a tear, and then you complain, you pain shoulder, you lift up your hands, then suddenly your back pain and stuff like that. So it
Yeah.
comes from here as
Oh
well.
my God. Shauki, when you talk
Yeah.
about rotator cuff tear, right? I have
Mm,
experience where one of the swimmer, he have the rotator cuff tear after a
mm,
10-kilometer swimathon.
yeah.
So the problem is, so this one
Wow.
can relate very much to your sudden increase
Yeah.
in intensity because he wasn't prepared for the 10-kilometer swimathon. He got the
Correct.
slot because one of his friend
Yeah.
is not
Mm,
able to attend. So he passed
yeah.
the slot to him. So without proper training, he went and whacked the 10-kilometer swim. He
Yeah.
finished it. After that, shoulder pain, see doctor, and they did ultrasound and found out it's a tear. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So these are the extreme example. Huh? Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. Get back to that. Definitely, it's not something logic to even swim 10K, even though you can swim 10K, but if you don't
Shoki,
put on mileage, try not to do that because
Shoki, you did 10K
yeah,
before or not? Did you do
I
that?
did, I did, yeah,
No
yeah,
logic,
yeah, I
like why
did.
you do that? Crazy.
But you see, with the training or
Oh,
with the proper training, you should be
uh,
able to do it. All right. So the tendon here, right? You can see rotator cuff here is a small muscle actually. It's not a big muscle like on your back here.
mm,
So it's really not a really strong part of the body that you should put pressure on when you swim. But
yes.
I'll share with you what are the five common techniques that always
Mm,
cause injury among the swimmers.
wow.
Um,
Okay.
all right. So yeah, other than hips or something, I'm just gonna focus more on the upper body, which is more on the
Okay.
shoulders today. Okay,
Mm.
so the first thing is poor catch setup. So like as you can see here, the swimmer on the left here, where the fingertips slightly higher than the wrist. So that
Mm.
basically breaks the momentum at the front of the stroke and causing a lot of resistance. So when the swimmer start the catch, they will tend to
Oh.
press down the water, press down the water itself, not pressing the water back. Yeah, so just imagine like this swimmer on top here, she basically lifts the hands really, really high, even higher than the shoulder and almost to the head, and try to reaching up near the surface. And
Mm.
this is after the correction, right? So basically, you imagine if you put the pressure like this, your rotator cuff is
Okay.
working really, really hard, and that is a
Sure.
small muscle group. Yeah, it's not
Mm.
a leg that is being engaged. So, so this is what I mean by improving your technique from time to time. And also,
Mm.
another the second point is pulling the water too straight underwater or wide. Okay, so the first example here, you can see the swimmer here pulling very wide. Yeah, and also
Oh.
this is after the swimmer has improved. So what I did with her is just basically ask her to swim slower a bit because she's quite a fast swimmer, swimming about 115 per 100 meters. So
Mm.
just slow her swim, and then try to get the elbow a little bit like a diamond shape here. So the
Mm.
palm should be really right down your shoulder or your chest. So that kind of
Oh.
visualization you should put in your swim. So if you
Mm.
look at the picture on the right here, this is a seven-time open water legend, Shelley Taylor Smith.
Wow.
She's like saying 107 per 100 meters over 10K. Uh, so look at the catch. So this is when high elbow catch, really strong diamond shape here, and then she basically engaged the lat and pull the water back. So lat muscle, you really have to understand it's a big muscle group. So it's a good muscle to
Use.
when you have a good technique, then the muscle itself will engage. Okay,
Yes. So what
so
Shauqie mean was you have to engage with a correct technique, you will engage the correct muscles around the shoulder to do the correct job. Otherwise, you end up engaging the wrong muscles that are not supposed to handle the job, and then they will have high risk of injury, right?
yeah,
Shauqie, I have a
definitely.
question.
Yeah,
Just now you are telling me you have the student was swimming fast and then you asked her to slow down so
yeah.
that she could focus on the technique. But
Mm.
will this technique slow her down? Because every swimmer they want to be able to swim fast, right? But you ask her to slow down just because of the technique.
Mhm.
So how
Well, I think it's like this. Sometimes you need some adjustment. You have to go slower a little bit so that you
Mm,
can work over. You improve that, and so you can go even bigger. It's just like now. It's like when we are locked down at home, you do a lot of stuff, right? So once
yes.
MCO is lifted, then we all really can go all out doing a lot of better stuff as well.
So
Same.
true.
So it just basically takes time. You may slow her down for a month or two, but for
Mm,
a long term development, is very, very useful.
sure. Okay, understand.
Um,
Okay,
yeah, so
continue.
this is the last example of the number 2 points. Yeah, so basically, is the swimmer pressing the water very, very straight? So it will take a lot from the shoulder here, and not really from the legs at the back here. You can see my cursor here. So basically, pressing the water down just push the swimmer upwards, and also will bring the legs down. So it's not something that you want actually, your
Mm,
body going upwards. You want your body to go forward. By engaging the right technique in your swim, you will definitely move forward. But yeah, this is something that the swimmer is trying to improve now. And also, this is also the problem with the thumb entry actually. So a lot of swimmers, those days actually they say, I mean, like coaches in the 70s, they say thumb entry so that you can have an S pull and a bend
uh-huh.
in and push the water back. So thumb entry basically has proven to cause a lot of shoulder impingement, especially on the rotator cuff. So when you're turning like this for, like, I can say like maybe 2,000, 3,000 strokes in an hour if you swim. So your shoulder, the rotator cuff is turning for no reason, right? So it's just
Unnecessary.
unnecessary, and then you are swimming
Yes.
like 7 days or 6 days a week or
10K.
something. Yeah, thank you, and that's how it
Okay,
says. That's
I think
So
so.
yeah, so this is also some entry and example that we should learn and try not to do. Yeah, so basically you should not enter with thumb entry, enter with the fingertip. So you just imagine your middle finger visualization as you enter into the water. This is the correct way. So if you enter this way, you can immediately pull the water back rather than thumb, and then you have to turn, and then you have to catch. See, you have add on additional steps to your stroke. So even though those days they say the some entry is clean entry, no splash and something, but in general, it ruins your catch at the front of the stroke.
Mm,
Hmm.
okay.
Okay, so point number 4, I got 5 points, so just two more. Cross over in front
Uh,
of the head. You can see
it's Is Shauqui too
I,
fast? Is Shauqui speaking too fast? Can you all follow or not? Yeah, if you're okay, just say okay. Shauqui is very
okay.
excited to share his knowledge. But Shauqui, is it possible for swimmer to see their mistake by themselves? Is it possible? Like thumb
We
entry, the elbow angle, the raise, possible or not?
is, I would say, very very hard. Even myself, I never filmed myself before, and I thought I swim very well, like Michael
Ah,
Phelps or something. Even though the speed not like Michael Phelps, but the technique itself should be good, right? But when I film myself, oh, it's terrible. So I was like, okay,
terrible.
time to correct, yeah. So I work my technique from just doing video
Yes,
analysis, being a coach,
yes.
so I know how to analyze myself as well. Yeah,
So for those swimmer, if you have not met Shauki and you would like to know how you swim, this is a good chance to by commenting swim and share the video to your friends. Your Shauki is going to give you a free video swimming analysis. Yeah, he's going to tell you how you swim and then how to fix it. Yeah, comment swim and share the video. Okay,
yeah.
okay.
So I'll just share this video. So basically, you can see full range of motion or the flexibility,
Ah,
and then after that, we work with the specific drill like 616. And also, I use my phone camera. I use my GoPro camera to show the swimmer like how it's doing. So the drill 616 is really helpful to understand about the alignment in the water. You can see here. Yeah, I have to go back. Right.
mm,
Yeah. So you can see the alignment is much better.
mm.
So basically, drills work to slow your swim down so that you can basically improve it over time. You can see in this video, the arms is just uh,
Wow.
crossing over there, yeah,
Mm.
bending, yeah.
How long? How much time it takes for him to correct his stroke? Ah,
Uh, well,
what is
sometimes
it?
it's not a really major issue. For instance, like the limitation, the mobility or the flexibility issue, it can
Mm.
correct instantly by just watching it. But over, if you have a like limitation, like I said just now, so you can't really do like this. So you need to do a lot of flexibility
Mm.
exercises. So over the time, you will improve that, and also, yeah, you can translate that into the water as well.
So later, I'm going to show you a video how to test your shoulder mobility at home. Yeah. Don't leave the
Okay,
video before you see. Okay.
yeah. So I got a few more things to share. I hope we can finish as soon as well.
Chill,
You can see
chill.
here on the left side here, the swimmer cross the hands at the front of the stroke and cross the whole body, switching from
Oh
one side to
yo.
another side. Yeah, so this is basically cause why you swim, why you're not optimize your swim, all right? So
Mm.
the little things, but this is quite a huge thing for me. Yeah, when you're swimming, you want to swim in a very straight line and narrow as well. You don't want to, zigzagging left and right. Yeah, so how to fix this is just basically, I think just later you can maybe you can share some mobility, sorry,
Yes, yes.
flexibility
I'm going to show.
techniques. Right.
Yeah. So
So
make
this
sure
is
you watch it. Mm.
yeah,
Mm.
thumb entry and crossover. So if you have a combo of this, you have thumb entry, you have
Mm.
crossover. Over the
Combo.
time, if you swim over the very long distance, then you will see just more.
Shaki, how frequent you see people swim with poor technique? Like how many out of 10? 9?
Oh, because right, swimming is something that maybe you cannot see yourself. So
Oh,
it's too many. Like you just go to the pool and you can see everyone is standing is far away. I mean, like I'm not saying or it's condemning or what, but it's just like because we ourselves cannot see cannot see because the moment you swim, right, even your friend cannot see what you're doing underwater. Only the video can
true.
tell you. But if you are a runner,
True.
for instance, the coach can see you, right? Then the coach can stop you
Ah,
also. Even that is not enough. I think Sam will agree with me. Like he go and take a video in a shot so that he can show to his runner
Yes,
as
yes,
well.
yes.
So same thing as in the water. Yeah.
Mm.
So my point number five: use big pedals. I think a lot of people, even some coaches, misconcept about this pedal. So this is my personal opinion. If anyone has different opinion, we can always share. But I don't really believe in big pedals to improve to get your swim faster. Uh, my point number one is just basically you should improve your technique closer to perfect first. That means closer to what you can actually really do. And then also big pedals, generally people want it to help you to increase your strength. However, if you use that big pedal with a poor technique, you will sure the disaster will happen. Maybe if you swim once a week, it doesn't make you, it doesn't hurt you. But if you swim
Mm.
as a competitive, then you can probably have a permanent shoulder injury as well. And that's how sometimes you see that top swimmers, uh, you know, out of the competition, quit or because of injury. So these are the things that we have to be very careful. And if you look at Michael Phelps or something, they have really big back, uh,
Mm.
strong lats and everything. All muscles are very solid. It's not really using the pedal actually. It's just a gym workout. The strength and conditioning they do out of the pool. You can see it like pull up, chin up, weight training, stuff like that. So
Shauqie,
try not to use big pedal, but try to use a correction pedal instead.
okay. Shauqie, how big is big? When you say not use big pedal,
Uh,
but how big is big?
Maybe I'll say it's you can see yourself. It's like when you pull, it's like it's really damn heavy, and it takes your stroke like slower your stroke because it's so big,
Yeah.
right? And when
Yeah.
when you catch, it becomes really slow than your usual. So that basically will lower
Mm.
your stroke rate and stuff like that. So big
Do you
pedal, I would
use
say maybe
oh,
double of
mm,
your palm. Yeah,
double? So
yeah,
anything double the size of the palm is too big, right? The palm here, right?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Okay. So this is how
So
you choose a
uh,
pedal. Okay.
So I basically really think this Finish freestyler pedal is a great tool because you can see here the pedal has a rudder here. If you enter like a crossover here, the pedal will just displace like this,
Mm.
right? So yeah, so this is the correction pedal, right? So you want to increase your strength, you want to increase your power, do some push up, do some weight workout in the gym, but not really in the pool. Because why? Because when you're in the pool, you hardly can control your body because you have to control your leg, you have to control your core, a lot of things going on. So catching with a big pedal will harm you. But if you have a good technique, perfect technique, you can go ahead with it.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay.
So and then the next level of pedal is agility pedal. So basically,
Next.
this is a development pedal. It's a strapless pedal. Yeah. So if
Wow.
you do any mistake, right? Any mistake, the pedal will just displace. Yeah. So it's strapless. So you see common pedals out there in the market. They have strap, but this pedal is very for correction. If you enter wrongly, if you catch wrongly, the pedal will just displace. So very good. I highly recommend to get this pedal.
Where to
You
get
can
this
get from
pedal?
Swim. Yeah, you can get. This is from Finish actually. So swimshop3.com. You can get 10% discount if you click and swim smooth. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Okay. Okay. And maybe I just can I talk away take away points final?
Sure,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. Right. So takeaway points. So one thing, right? If you want to develop your swimming, develop a good stroke mechanic technique as well, and then improve your flexibility, mobility, range of motion. So this thing you want to know more details about it to understand better. Consult physiotherapists. I think they know a lot of stretching, mobility exercises as well, and also your swim coach. Um,
Mm.
your strength, develop the strength and stability on the land, and also swim consistently. So that means you have to build your mileage consistently. You can't be like swimming this week 3 times, next week 1 time. So you just try to do like how you run. You must run consistently. If not, you don't get effect of the training, and once you start to push, you will trigger injury as well. to speak to
Sure.
your swim coach. Physiotherapy is like just for the rehabilitation advice. So this thing, right? Sometimes you think like you have a good technique as well. Okay, let's say you're a competitive swimmer. You still have to visit the physio and to check it so that in the future you don't have any permanent injury if you are really serious about your swim. So there will be, yeah, because like physiotherapy will always give you exercises to do at home, um, and you should do that to 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 protect your physical your muscles around you as
Yes.
well.
Yes. For long term,
Okay, I'm done.
you're
Yeah, for
done.
long term, definitely. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm done.
Oh, yeah, very informative. So, for those of you who really interested to find out how you swim, and Shauqie is giving you free video swimming analysis. Comment swim and share the video, and then you can send the video to Shauqie. Yeah. Okay. Now, finally, my turn. Okay. Just now, Shauqie talked about how poor swimming technique can contribute to shoulder injury. Okay. And at the same time, shoulder mobility problem, underlying shoulder mobility problem also will put you in a high risk of getting shoulder injury with swimming. So I'm going to show you a video. Yeah. So this is a video that show you how you can test your shoulder mobility at home. Huh? Okay. This video has no sound. Yeah. You just watch the video. Hmm. Hmm. Shauqie, can see the video or not?
I think it's loading, right? Yeah,
Yeah. Can see?
yeah,
Let
I
me
see
know
it.
when. Can see already, yeah?
Can
Okay, I'll play the
I can
video
see
now.
it.
Yeah. Okay, this is how you do for one side of your shoulder. And then you have to do the same thing for your other shoulder as well.
That's a internal rotation, correct?
Yes, yes. So to be very specific, I was doing this is a posterior capsule test to check the capsule of the shoulder. So from the video just now, you just have to lie down on the exercise mat on the floor, open up the shoulder about 90-degree, and then turn your shoulder towards the floor and then feel the
Mm.
resistance. Yeah. Usually we should be able to our palm should be able to reach the floor lah. So from the video, obviously I look very stiff. Yeah. And then especially my left side. Yeah. When I do it on my left side, I could feel a lot of resistance. So same to you. Go home and practice this. If you have a lot of pain or difficulty doing this test, you can speak to me after the test. Yeah. So this is a very easy at home DIY test to check your shoulder mobility. Okay. So now we open for Q&A. Yeah. So please put in your question in the comment. Then we will answer the question. Let me check for. Okay. So Wei asking if got shoulder dislocation easily, may I know what works out to help? Okay, usually shoulder dislocation happened after a very traumatic incident, for example, twisted or you fall down or accident, you pull the ligament. So once the shoulder is dislocated, the tendency of the dislocation will repeat. It's very, very high. So if you get this dislocation very frequently and is affecting your sport or daily activities, you may have to speak to a sport doctor and you may have to consider some surgery to fix the ligament. Yeah. So recurrent shoulder dislocation can be troublesome, and then most of the time it has to be fixed by surgery. Okay. It depends on the severity of dislocation as well. Okay. I hope I answered a question.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see. Who else?
Uh,
Um,
I see
Reduce it.
Martina say miss the time 10% of what? So basically
Oh,
10%
let me
of
show the question first.
increment.
Let,
Okay.
let me show the question. Where is the question? Where is the question? Oh, Martin. This question? You mean this one?
Yeah,
Ah.
yeah, yeah. So basically, right, yeah, she's my swimmer who swim in the squad. So probably I give her more than 10% when she joined me.
Oh,
But what I
yo.
did is at a low intensity. It's a very low intensity. So not to say
Yeah.
very low intensity, at the intensity that I think she can cope up. So uh so so 10 basically 10 it's just a 10% of the mileage lah. It's just increment of the mileage. Yeah. So well I'll say I
Mm,
think this is not really should be really exact. So I think like for me I feel myself, I feel like if you don't recover within 48 hours, like you
mm,
don't feel like you recover 48 hours, that means you
mm.
are exercising too hard already.
Okay,
So that's why you tone down that. Yeah.
sure. 48 hours of recovery. Ridwan was lots of crossover. What is PKR, PPBM? What is that?
He's talking about politics there.
Oh, alamak. Ish.
The party there, yeah. So
Oh, okay,
crossover
okay.
team. Yeah, that crossover.
Serious. Okay,
Constant
we
politician.
have Okay, Mr. Lee is saying 80% is anterior dislocation. So, Mr. Lee is a physiotherapist. He was answering the question for Mr. Ng just now about the dislocation. Yes, 85% of the shoulder dislocation happen. Anterior means at the front. Lah. So that means the shoulder, head of shoulder will come out from the front. Okay, thanks for answering the question, Mr. Lee. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
Diana.
Yeah, what will be the right thing? Yeah, I
Mm,
hello.
how?
Okay, so it's just basically you can't do like cardio work for instance for swimming, but you still can maintain your strength for your catch and pull by using a stretch cord band. I actually did a video before and I saw all my stretch cord band. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, probably I will try to contact you to get a stretch cord. Yeah, Diana.
Diana is your student,
And
is
then
it?
yeah, my students. But and then let me answer one question just now.
Which question? This
Uh, wait, I'm trying to look. So then I'm trying to look. Yeah, I missed it. Yeah.
Okay. We have another question by Sebastian. Can you see the
Okay.
question on the screen, Shauqie?
People. Oh yeah, yeah, wait.
Are you okay, Shauqie?
Uh, well, basically, right. What you can do, not 1 hour every 2 weeks, definitely, it doesn't really help you at all. But I think what you can do, but if you swim with me, definitely you have to swim long, but at least 45 minutes. But we'll do with a much lower intensity. Yeah,
Mm,
um, much lower intensity. It's just like at a zone 2, zone 3, around that zone. Um, and yeah, slowly we'll build. So yeah,
mm,
so that's my answer. Sorry, anyway, you can
okay.
do like even if you want to swim every day can, but maybe you should start with 30 minutes swim and then increase and then just go with how you feel actually.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay. What is
Wait, I think they
what
have
is
quite a lot of questions. I just need to go through one by one. Wait, Oh yeah, I saw Leslie
it?
just now. So, yeah, Leslie has I think previously have has the issue with the
Did Leslie
shoulder.
ask question?
Um, no, she didn't ask question, but
Oh,
I just saw her name. So what I'm trying to, she has a problem with the shoulder actually. So
oh, okay.
what I want to try to share or discuss it is that's why I think she went to Apple Physio and stuff like that as well.
Mm,
A lot of swimmers maybe like thinking about the strengthening, for instance, the strong muscle. But I think a lot of swimmers also miss to strengthening the smaller muscle like rotator cuff itself. Correct? yeah, just the stability is from rotator cuff actually. It's not really from the
Yes.
leg. Yeah. So you
Yes.
want to swim better, stability,
Yes.
it's from the rotator cuff. Yeah.
Yes.
I do.
So Leslie is now already in the strengthening phase of the rehab. So we already started some exercise. Hopefully he's doing the exercise at home during MCO. Yeah, Leslie, I trust that you are doing the exercise at home, huh? Hmm. Okay. I saw another question. Um, Fami, is this a question, Shauqie?
No, it's not. He's
Not a
making a joke
question,
about my
right?
because he always get the trauma from having to lead the group as well,
Oh.
and use we use a tempo. So basically, we have a time when we swim in the squad, yeah, in our team. So we have the expectation time. So the expectation time I translate into a beat. So yeah, this is
Mm.
quite advanced stuff. I'm not going to share it
Oh,
today how
okay,
we use that. But just
okay.
basically, just forget
Yeah.
about his question. Too advanced.
For me, the Wen Yi asking, I sprained my right collarbone in a car accident a year ago. Normally, when I push a little bit harder in my training, I end up having a sharp pain in my shoulder after the swim, like can't lift up my hand. This happens quite a lot. Is there any advice on how I can get rid of this? So, Wen Yi, first of all, I have to check your shoulder strength and stability before I comment further. And also there are maybe two reasons that you have this sharp pain after training. It could be the training, maybe it's too hard for you, yeah, and also your shoulders are not strong or not stable enough for higher intensity training. So we have to look at both, yeah. One is the training, one is the shoulder strength, stability, and the mobility after accident. Yeah, then only we can comment on how we can get rid of this one. Okay. No, okay. Ridwan had okay. If do lots of running of leg exercise during MCO, my leg develop more muscle and less fat. Will this make my leg sink when I start swimming again? Oh my God, Shauki, please
I
answer.
do it. Well, that's a tricky question lah. So basically,
Exactly.
I
Oh,
I
you.
believe everything must be balanced lah. So if you are a runner, definitely swimming will be hard for you. You know, like if you spend hours in running like during MCO, definitely it's gonna harm your swimming. So the
Hmm.
best thing is to have balance. You know, that what make a great triathlete. You know, they should have a very balance between flexibility, especially if you look at a runner, they have if you run a lot, then your ankles start to develop to be stiffer so that you can support your body. But it contradicts with swimming. So in order to be, for instance, to be a good swimmer, then maybe you don't want to run that much because you are a pure swimmer.
Oh, okay. And I have question, Shaki, on top of Ridwan's question. A lot of time when swimmer have leg sinking problem in the pool, right? It's not just the muscles, right? It could be the not just amount of the muscle, it could be some tightness or some technique problem. Am I right? The sinking of
Uh,
the body.
yeah. Let me share my screen for a while.
Oh, you got strain some more. Oh, we already come to 47 minutes of the live lah. So fast. Okay.
Wait, I just share my screen.
So for those of you who really want to see how you swim and you want to get your shoulder joint checked out after MCO, comment swim and share the video. Okay? Yeah. Because at least now Shauki is at home. He is not that busy. He can help you to do the video analysis.
Right. So you can see
Shauki,
here,
I
the legs
cannot
here,
see.
for instance. You can see,
No. I cannot see yet. You have to share your screen. Uh,
okay.
did
How
you
to
share your
share?
screen? You have
Wait,
to open this.
oh, okay. Wait. Right. Got it. Now you can see
Not
my
yet, not
screen.
yet. Give me 1 minute. Okay, screen.
Yeah. So this is a great example why sinky legs happen.
Mm,
Basically, if you press your hands down, it will lift your upper body, your legs will
mm,
be low. So other than that, if you look at some similar ankle flexibility, if you are a hardcore runner, like ultra runner, generally your ankles here will be very stiff and it's not supporting the water. So when the ankle is not supporting the water, it keeps like this. So it tends to go down even so the ankle is like this, so you can support water better. So there are a lot of there are a few things like actually why
Okay.
your leg thinking.
Okay, can you demonstrate the ankle part? I think just now you were not on the screen. Okay, can you demonstrate the ankle part?
Yeah, so basically this is not a hand, this is ankle. Your ankle, just imagine your ankle. If your ankle normally if you are ultra runner or very strong runner, your ankle is not as flexible as a
Flexible.
swimmer. Yeah. So if you kick like this in the water,
Ah,
the ankle will just cut through into the water and it just go deeper and deeper. So you cannot support the water. When you cannot support the water, your hip all will sink also or will
right.
stall. Yeah. So that is apart from the ankles, and then after that, if you kick from the knee, so your hip will still drop. Yeah. If you have a hip flexor tightness,
Yes. Okay.
then you're not kicking right. So yeah. So maybe
Ankle
yeah.
mobility and hip flexor tightness will cause the leg sinking problem. Yeah.
Thinking.
Okay.
And
Next.
also the
Next.
hands also. The hands at the front, yeah, because of the pressing now. Yeah.
Alex Gunn. How to fix low elbow arm stroke? How high should I lift?
What's that? Yeah.
You want to share your screen again? Is it?
No,
You want to share
I don't.
something?
I try to understand the question. Can you repeat the question again? How?
Uh, where is the question? Wait, it was asking about elbow. How can I share the question again? Here's the question. Can you see the question, Shauqie?
Yeah, 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 yeah. How to fix low elbow arm stroke? I, how should how high should I lift? Uh, I'm not sure if you're talking about underwater or above the water, but above the water you might mean like this. So basically, you drop your elbow. So you probably want to lift the elbow like this, right? So you can see how I do, right? It looks so hard for me to. I mean, like it looks easy for me to do this, but not everybody can really have this. So probably when
Mm,
you swing, you because of the mobility here, it's pretty tight, right? So you tend to drop your elbow, and then you
yeah,
enter the water like this. So when you enter like this, it definitely breaks at the front of the stroke. Yeah, I assume that is
yeah,
your question. Uh,
yes.
in that case, right, you really have to do some mobility exercise like
Mm,
shoulder shrug, things like that, and you know, yeah, so some range of this. That's why you always see swimmers always do this, yeah, that kind of stretches,
yeah.
some
So like just
mobility.
now, just now you are demonstrating the movement, the elbow, right? So that one is
Yeah.
actually an internal rotation movement. So that's why
Mm-hmm.
in the video just now when we check mobility, you lie down
Mm-hmm.
and turn your elbow. So Alex, I will strongly recommend you to do a mobility test to see whether you have mobility issue or not. If you find it very tight, but most of the time you will be very tight lah. So stretch it,
Mm-hmm.
and then hopefully this will help improve your low elbow arm stroke. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, another
Just
question.
maybe you can explain a bit about internal and external rotation. Maybe some swimmers need to
Oh, they don't
understand that theory.
understand. Okay,
Yeah.
you can see my hand. This is a selfie camera, a bit difficult. Okay, let me position myself. Okay, so when we talk about rotation, right? So shoulder rotation is basically in this movement. Yeah. So anything towards the floor in front of you is internal rotation. You turn in, right? So anything towards the back, like that, turning out is external rotation. So means we turn out. This is turn in. This is turn out. So when you swim, right, the internal rotation is for you to catch the water. Yeah. But you also need external rotation to come out of the water. Yeah. Right. For the recovery, it's external rotation, but the catch is the internal rotation. So as a swimmer, you need
The
both
recovery is what?
huh?
The
Recovery,
recovery is what?
external rotation, because out of the water, your hand is coming out and then go in. Yeah. So catch is the internal rotation. Okay.
Yeah. So basically, from my understanding as well, like you don't want to work. I mean, like you want to work on your external rotation a lot as well, because when you
Both.
swim, you want the muscle actually to hold your arms better. If
Yes.
not, you will
Yes.
probably get injury. So how to hold it better? You will strengthening the external rotation. Yeah.
Yes, yes, yeah.
Correct, Jess?
But yes, correct. You are right. But because not everyone has the same issue, right? So that's why I recommend people to come over so we can have a more detailed assessment on the shoulder before I can tell you what exercise you can do. Yeah. So if you're not sure whether your mobility is good, comment swim, and then we will give out the free joint assessment. Okay. Question, Christy, why is that when I swim with paddle, I get shoulder pain?
Yeah. So basically, I think I explained in the slide just now.
Okay.
Crossover. I know
Good, good.
Christy. Yeah, I know Christy. She swim with me.
Ah,
Yeah. So basically, what she needs to do maybe from now on, work more on your mobility, because the crossover, uh, and when she use paddle, she gets some pain, stuff like that. So back to my slide just now.
mm,
It's due to the, I would say, a little bit poor technique.
mm.
So from time to time, you need to improve that as well. Yeah,
Aiden,
and
turn.
that's why I don't recommend a big pedal. So big
Mm,
pedal, I think, it's there already.
Okay, Aiden asking, practice turn over on land.
For the friction, yep, I don't really much do much than on the land, because actually when I get older, I quite scared to do a lot of impact stuff, so get on my back as well. So
Ah,
yeah, I think maybe something that you can check out on YouTube, but in the water, for me it's much easier to do that. Yeah.
okay. So I think I have this question for myself. Maureen, I have
Yeah,
tennis
you want,
elbow. Should I just stop swimming? Usually people with tennis elbow, they do not have problem with swimming unless your tennis elbow it's very acute and sensitive with any kind of wrist movement. Yeah. So if you really have this much of pain when you swim, it's time for you to seek medical attention because most of the time tennis elbow should be okay to swim. Yeah? Or maybe
yeah,
your swimming technique it's not right.
yeah,
That's why
correct, the technique.
yeah. Okay. Nah, any
Yeah.
other question?
Back to Adam's question just now, I think what he needs is just a mat, and then learn on how to flip turn on the land, which is I'm scared to do myself.
Okay, Ridwan. Oh, Ridwan, you so many questions. Okay, Shauqie, your question.
Yeah, so why is it that when I swim with purple, I actually go slower than without purple? Shouldn't I go faster? Okay, yeah. So this is a good question actually, because a lot of people, some people swim faster with the pool boy and they love it, and they will just always want to use pool boy so that they can swim faster, double than their speed. And the reason when you use pool boy to go faster is that if you have a sinky leg, sorry, yeah, sinky leg, sorry, yeah. So if you pull on the buoy, it will bring your body higher, and then you will travel
Mm,
faster because less resistance. And for some people, they use the pull buoy, and they don't go faster because they are naturally buoyant. So that means even they don't use the pull buoy, they are high enough. So when they're high enough, they use buoy, even they go like this, slightly higher, and it can also swimming downhill. You know what I mean? So it
ah,
all depends on the individuality. So it depends on the person. So as a coach, I will really have to see how she swims, how buoyant she is in the water, how slinky is in the water. Then I will recommend what kind of full buoy, what kind of paddles, the swimmer should be using. And other than that, because she uses the pool buoy, right, the body position flat. and even without the pull boy, the body position is still like this. So it does nothing, right? So even
Mm.
can be slower because she's not kicking, right? Because she's not kicking. Because when you use pull boy, you cannot kick. Yeah. So when you're not kicking, you only propel with the front end. So she might be swimming the same, or she might be swimming slower. Yeah. So in
Right.
order to go
So,
faster, you have to work on your catch. She has to work on the catch, how to engage the right technique at the front of the stroke, to catch the water stronger with a high elbow, as you can see this.
mm. So maybe Ridwan, you just ask your friend to send the video of his or her swimming to Shauqie lah, huh? Right. So for those of you here, once you commented swim in the comment, we are going to PM you some link to redeem our swimming analysis and joint assessment. So please do check your message requests on the Facebook, yeah? Because we PM you, we may not be a Facebook friend. That's why you may not see our message. Yeah. So please check your message requests after the live. Yeah. Okay. Any more question? It's almost out 1 hour already. Yeah. So, oh, Shauqie, how do you feel now?
Yeah, yeah, good, right? I mean, like it's good to
Yeah.
do something out from this
Yeah.
NCO. Yeah,
Yeah. So because this is your first time doing Facebook Live, right? Is this
yeah,
what
yeah,
you expect? Is this what you expect, or is actually beyond your expectation?
yeah. Yeah, I did not know like if people are really gonna watch or something, but yeah.
Well, I also don't know, but just do it lah. Whoever watch get the benefit. One more last question, Joseph. Mm.
Okay, so let me just try to share one kind of buoy. Yeah, just hold on.
Let me know
Just
after
hold.
you click so I can share the screen. Pool boy. Huh? You show screen, is it?
Wait, I'm searching first, and then I show you. All right. Big boy.
Mm. Okay, looks like we can.
All right.
So please feel free to share this video. So and then so the people around you can understand what are the reason their shoulder hurts when they swim.
Okay, just hold on. Let me share my screen.
Okay.
Right. I think can see my room.
Click share screen. You have to
Can see
click
this.
share. I haven't seen it from here. You click again, or not?
You see or not?
And not yet. Can you click again?
Then just download this one. Just a second.
Okay, we have quite a number of comments. Not bad lah. 152 comments.
Okay, so can you see my screen or not?
No, I cannot see leh. Did you
Cannot see.
click
Wait,
share
yeah.
screen? I cannot
Okay.
share.
Okay.
See lah.
Sorry, I'm stuck with this. Okay. Can you see now?
Wait. Okay. Wait. Mm.
Okay, right.
Mm.
Can
Can.
Okay. So basically, this boy on the left is finished full boy. So for generally, if your legs is not so sinky, then you can use finished full boy. But if your legs is so sinky, like you put the boy and the legs is still not coming to the surface, you should buy hook big
Big
boy.
boy.
Yeah.
Big boy.
And this hook big boy is like I think triple of the price of finish, but
Wow.
it's pretty big. It's not that expensive. I think about 180, and finish is about 69 ringgit. Yeah.
Oh.
So I love this boy, and then but actually there are many boys. Some people really prefer the narrow boy, but since you're asking about it, I suspect your legs might be sinky, so I suggest you can try out these two. Yeah.
Okay. Can.
Okay, and I just want to add on a little bit about boy, right? Yeah, so when you actually use boy, why you should use boy? stop my sharing screen. Yeah. So the reason why you want to use buoy is not to make your swimming easier. I know when people use buoy, they get their heart rate low because when you're not kicking, your heart rate gets lower because the kicking takes a lot of your oxygen consumption. Um, so the reason why you want to use swim with a buoy is to improve your technique. Because if your body is like this, it's very hard to improve your technique because your body not in a line with the water. All right. So when you use a proper buoy with a good buoyancy, it will make your body line straight, and then that's how you can catch, improve your catch at the front of the stroke much better. And that is the use of buoy. And a lot of people think I just want to use buoy for recovery and something like that. You must know what you do actually. Does it gonna
Oh.
help you improve your swim? Because if you're gonna swim 2 kilometers with a buoy, it's not gonna help your cardio, your fitness at all. Right? When you swim in the sea, you feel different. You feel like why I swim a lot, but my fitness is still low. It's just because you are swimming too much with a buoy. Yeah.
Mm.
So alternate buoy and no buoy, buoy and no buoy. So then that's how you improve your swimming over time.
Sure. So I hope all of you here enjoy our session today. If you like our session today, let us know. And then also, please let us know what are the topics that you would like Coach Shauqie or me to talk about in futures. Yeah. Shauqie, what are the some of the things that you think you may be able to share online in future since we got two more weeks of MCO, right? What are the
Oh,
possible things that you may want to share?
well, I think the best first people to answer is the public. I think if they can write down the comment, then I'll try to work on it. Yeah,
Ah,
because it depends on what the needs of the swimmer. Yeah, so
oh, okay.
I'll try
What
to.
are the common FAQ where people ask you when they first
I think I think
engage yourself?
maybe something like how to enjoy swimming. Maybe
How
yeah,
to
how to
enjoy sleep?
enjoy swimming. Yeah, yeah. Because a lot of people feel like swimming is can be boring,
Struggling.
going up and down. You see the same line up and down. That can be a topic also to discuss. And
Mm.
other than that, maybe in terms of training, how can I improve or how can I structure my training? That could be a bit advanced, but if people request, then we can always do that.
What about in terms of open water swimming? Do you think you can talk more about what they should look
Yeah,
out for when they
I
do
think
open water swimming as compared
right.
to pool swimming?
Yeah,
Could
I
it be a
think
good
that's
topic?
really good topic, especially in the open water, uh, especially in the open water where anxiety or your fear, uh, might conquer you. So that's something a topic that maybe we can discuss about it, like how to overcome the fear. Because I know someone who flew to Australia for Ironman, get into
Mm.
water for 50 meters, get
Mm.
a panic attack, come out
Wow.
and fly back.
Wow.
So you registered very expensive event. You flew there, you spent thousands of ringgit, and then you kind of fail. So something
Oh.
that a big, I think for me it's big. It's big thing that so that maybe it's a good thing
So
to
it can
discuss.
be so are you trying to say that the panic happened during open water swimming can actually be prevented?
Yeah, yeah, and should be
Oh.
prevented. Well, if you look at I mean, like some of my swimmers who swim in my squad, previously they have fear and stuff like that. So I managed to help them to overcome their fear uh, by, for instance, like uh, improving your swim technique.
Mm.
Because it's like this: if you go to an exam and you don't really prepare, you definitely will be scared. You know, so
Okay.
that is my point number one. A lot of people like go to race, they're very prepared with run, very well
Mm.
prepared with the bike, and in the swim, I just swim to the pass only, Yeah. So, but as a new swimmer or intermediate swimmer, swimming should also take big part in your triathlon because even though it's a short distance, but if you fail the swim, you're gone. Or if you too tired with your swim, it's gonna affect your bike and run as well. So you're not gonna able to bike or run at the same pace like how you train because a lot of your effort or energy have your tank already emptied by the swim part. Yeah.
Oh, Christina was suggesting sighting. Sight better in open water. Will this be a good topic
Yeah.
as well?
Yeah, definitely.
For
Someone suggested about butterfly as well. I don't really get to work with butterfly swimmer a lot, so I don't think I'm the best person to speak about it. But I can talk about it, but might not be the core expert to talk about the butterfly.
mm,
I hope maybe in future something that well because if all open water swimmers swim butterfly then I'll be a butterfly specialist. But
okay. So I
uh,
think we it's time to end the live Facebook live. Yeah. So for those of you who missed the live session or you're watching replay, you can still get the free video analysis by Shauqie by just commenting swim, and then we will PM you the link, and then please check your message requests in Facebook
hmm.
Messenger, right?
Wow, how
Uh,
long is it? 1 hour 10. Okay.
1 hour 10 minutes lah, very long lah. Okay,
Yeah.
I think we come to the end of the live. So bye bye, everyone. Thank you
Bye
for
guys.
watching. Bye, Shauqie.
Thank you. Bye
See you
bye.
in the future.
Take
Bye
care.
bye. Take care.